Hey y'all, good morning. What's good? Happy Thursday up in this piece, y'all. Um, Today is a good day. Well, today's a good day. This week has been totally awesome. Take these glasses off. Um, this is the last week. This is the last week of my daughter's high school education. Okay, y'all. Okay. Um, what was I about to say? And actually, let me. What in the world? Am I pushing the wrong button? I'm trying to. There we go. Turn the fan on. Um. Okay, if y'all can hear it, I'm sorry it's a little bit too loud. But I'm trying to drown out my voice just a smidge. Okay, there we go. So, um, okay. Some of y'all may know, and some of y'all don't know that I was on. I was on divorce court some years ago, and I am not going to bash anyone. This is not a bashing session, but if you guys know the history of my ex, then you guys will feel me what I'm saying. Okay, hopefully this is not so close. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Okay, I feel that my experience on divorce court was bad, and of course, it wasn't to get a divorce. It was because of a lot of issues that was surrounding my ex. But I'm not here to talk about him. I'm here to talk about somebody else. So being on being on being on divorce court for me, it was it was a very cruel experience. Okay, so I was I was made out to be the evil wife on that show, and if Judge Toller would have known the stuff that happened after we went on that show, she would have been thinking twice about jumping on me. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. There was a lot. I mean, there was like, it could be like over 1,000 comments about my ex and me. Well, my ex and I, because a lot of people were saying that I was desperate. A lot of people were saying that he was gay, which he is, by the way. It's just a lot. There's so much proof. There's so much proof, y'all. It's so much proof. And when I say y'all that he openly admitted to my son about his sexuality, there you go. Okay, so there's been so many shows that I have not watched because of Judge Toller, and I'm not downing her as a judge. I'm not. Mm-mm. This is not a bashing session. This is, can you wake up and really see what's going on in front of your face session. Okay? So I feel like, okay, just because someone is battling, and I don't know if you guys agree with me on this or not, but this is how I feel. Just because someone is battling an illness does not make them right for cheating. Okay? I was basically told, I was like, there were so many comments about me because I was older. I have 3 kids. I was divorced. I didn't have a lot of steady income coming in. If y'all knew the crazy and insane amount of, how do I want to say this, stuff that I have found out in the past 2 years, y'all will be like, dang girl, that's crazy. Um, it's like, okay, so my ex, like during it, so since he's born, um, he was born with one kidney. Okay, he was born with a lot of other issues on top of that. Okay, I'm not saying that I did not support him. I'm telling you guys, I supported him to the fullest, to the utmost, to the amount of hospital visits, the amount of dialysis appointments, um, the amount of hospital stays. End up getting sick in the process of being in hospitals with him. Anyways, moving on. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and to me, it's like you, if you know you have um, certain illnesses that are not gonna get any better, but they're somewhat under control, then um, really, how am I gonna say this? Really being supportive. Ooh, excuse me. Really being supportive of your family is like essential. And since since we have since our divorce was final 2 years ago, um, his health is declining. Um, y'all, like the past two, no, longer than that. The past maybe 8 months, his health has gotten a lot worse. He's had a couple heart attacks. He's had he's supposed to have dialysis, and they have to go into veins, and he has to have access to those veins. Those access has uh, those access ports have been damaged. They've clotted. They've not been working. Um, if you guys are familiar with dialysis patients, um, it's essential. Certain things are essential for them. Okay, y'all. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because it's like you got to be careful about how you treat people. And okay, I'm not excusing my behavior and what I did while we were married. And I knew I was wrong. And it's like at the same time, um, y'all don't even know about how many photos I saw about this man and other people and his best friends. Well, they're not best friends no more. Well, I'll just say in his friends photo. Why am I so tired? Excuse me. Didn't sleep good. Didn't sleep enough. Um, it's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, I'm sitting here and I was watching Divorce Court, and I'm not really every time I watch Divorce Court, I'm never happy with this woman. I'm never happy to hear what she has to say to people because, like I said, if she would have known about the stuff that he was doing even before we went on the show, it would have been a whole totally different situation. But like since I didn't have no proof, y'all, it's hard. It was hard for me to prove things. But now that I know what I know, it's like this man caused unnecessary hurt, and Judge Toller basically like just because um, she excused. Like it's like she chose him, and I'm not saying you're supposed to pick sides. I'm not saying a judge is supposed to pick side. I'm not saying as a woman she's supposed to pick my side. No. I'm saying she's supposed to be fair. She's supposed to be reasonable. But she jumped on me more. then she got on him. And the reason why I say that is because basically she saw me as being wrong and evil and just disrespectful. But it's just like I watch her show to see who gonna get reprimanded and what she's gonna say to them. Um, you know, when you know in your heart that you did everything you could do, even though I did what I did, that's like that was, and to be real with y'all, to be seriously real with y'all, that was a last resort. Because when you've done everything that you could possibly do, but I shouldn't have done that one. Okay. When you've done everything you can do, and I hope I'm making sense. I hope you guys understand this. It's like you just give up, and that's when I was at my giving up point because of the mistakes that I made. I was at my giving up point. And people are like, "Oh, you could have left him. You should have left him before." And I didn't. And it was like I didn't because for the sake of my kids. I didn't. But at the same time, it's like don't you should never stay with someone just because of kids. And now looking back on it, um, I should have uprooted again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all, I'm so tired. Oh. Okay, so um, my purpose of coming on here was to just to let you guys know. It's like I'm not a big fan of Judge Toller no more. I'm not because it's like she took that whole 30-minute session and was pounding me. But like I said, had she have known what was taking place behind my back in that house, it would have been a whole totally different situation. And trust me, had I have known, y'all, I wouldn't even moved in that house. We wouldn't have never got married. We wouldn't have never been together if he would have been honest with me. So it's like having your life. You know what? I agreed. I sure did. I agreed. Having your life put on public like that, it's like you you got to look at that and you have to grow. I looked at that and I had to grow from that, and I was like, I cannot further allow a man to make a fool of me again. Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. Oh no, 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 not this one. So all I'm just and then that's another thing too. Whoever's watching this, man or woman, make sure that you guys are asking questions. If you're single and you're getting to know somebody, make sure you're asking questions. Make sure you get to know that person before you get into a serious relationship with them. Make sure it's like you are comfortable. Make sure you get along with the parents and the family. um, Make sure that there's no unanswered questions, because I don't want nobody ending up dealing with what I dealt with. Because it's one thing to say, oh, that's my friend. It's another thing to say, oh, we're in love. It's another thing to say, oh, we're going to get married. It takes steps, it takes time. And it's like you got to take time to build that. But you also got to trust. Man, people people kill me when they lie about things, or they don't they're like they hold on to stuff that's actually need to be known and need to be heard. That kills me. I'm telling y'all, because had I taken my time with him and waited, it would have been, like I said, it would have been a whole different situation. So my advice to people, if you are single and you just trying to get to know somebody, ask to meet the family first. Ask to just go out, hang out, date, um, talk over the phone, and ask about people's childhood, like how they were raised and how their parents are, and what do their parents do. And it's like, I'm trying to tell y'all, That was a huge, huge mistake for me. And I thank God today that to this day, I am no longer attached to him, name or nothing. I got my name changed. It took me a minute, but I got my name changed. It took some money, but that's okay. I'm just saying, y'all, just get to know somebody, and if you seriously can, hold off on the sex too, because sex complicates situations. But if you feel in your heart that you are really ready to be with somebody, get to know them more, and a little more, and a little more. That's my advice. So right now, it's like I got some things going on, but I won't tell y'all about it right now. Okay. I'm happy, y'all. Things I'm telling y'all, like, okay, um, I was on POF a few times. I'm just gonna let y'all know this real quick. I was on POF a few times, and I kept deleting my account and going back. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's just like you don't meet people when you really not out. I don't really go out much, it's only because of my health. But I don't get the chance to really meet people like I really want to. So that's why I went back on there again. But it was back in May, and I did that just to see what happened. And y'all, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So, anyways, y'all, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any, if just comment down below, let me know how y'all feel about that. Anything I said, like this video, subscribe, um, share this video with peoples, because it's important. It is extremely important. Relationships and communication and trust are extremely, extremely important. When I say it's important, it's extremely important. So, if that's just my advice about relationships, and if y'all can help it, don't end up on national TV telling all your business to the world. Even though I did it, okay. Um, I would say don't ask me what episode, because if y'all want to watch it, go watch it. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Um, Tomorrow night, y'all gonna get a vlog from me, maybe a few of them. So, I holla.